Hey guys, my name is Heather McCarthy if you are new here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing the changes we have made to our homeschool curriculum, Abeka Preschool, in the first month of school. Alright, hey guys, as I said, welcome if you are new here, welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. My name is Heather McCarthy. I am the homeschool mom to a 3-year-old little girl. It's our second year homeschooling with Abeka's preschool curriculum. We love Abeka's preschool curriculum. I am so glad we decided to use it again, but today I'm going to go through some of the things that we have changed, some of the things that we have added, and some of the things that we have finished. So I'm going to start with what we have finished. So we finished the Campfire curriculums. Sorry, I have no room. We have finished the Campfire curriculums Independence Day unit. We did this, we started on the 4th of July or the day before the 4th of July and did it every Friday for we had 6 weeks of lessons, I believe. So we actually did multiple this week because I thought there were 5. I scheduled 5 and there were 6. So we did multiple this weekend and got this finished up. So we did finish this, and I love these mini units. Even for my pre-reader, as I said, my daughter is about 3.5. We love doing these. The activities are really, really hands-on, which if you saw my Gather Round review, I'll link it up above if you didn't. I had a lot of people saying to me, why would you even attempt to do that with a pre-reader? Like, why would you want to do that with a pre-reader? Or just flat out, like, I wouldn't do that with a pre-reader. That's kind of your prerogative, and mine was to do it. And yeah, I do a lot of these mini units. Usually my daughter does get something out of them. So the Campfire ones we love. I've actually bought an entire bundle of them at their back to school sale, and I bought another 6-pack of points for their ones that are coming up this year. So we loved this. There were so many hands-on projects, and the lessons were much more storytelling, which is something that I enjoy, was that there was more storytelling to it than just like fact rambling. Like, I was just blurting out facts at her, which is kind of how I felt with the Gather Round one. This was much more story from the perspective of a family and, you know, husband, wife, small children. So I really liked this. And as I said, the projects were much more hands-on. So we made this, a stress relief jar. We made some protest signs. We made boats to keep our tea safe. It was really cool. It was a really fun little project. If you want to hear kind of a final review, actual closeout on this and see some of the projects that we did, comment down below and let me know, and I can definitely do that for you. Because as I said, we did really, really enjoy it. So I recommend this one. Unfortunately, it is not for sale anymore. They only have it out at certain times of the year. So it'll be back out for the 4th of July next year, but it was awesome. So that is the only thing we finished. Now I'm gonna go into what we are changing. And the biggest change that we are making is in our Abeka Bible. So on my video about this, somebody asked what I was going to do about the holidays, because the holidays are all scheduled in this teacher's guide. And because I started in July, they don't line up with when the holidays actually are. I had honestly not even thought about that up to this point until somebody asked me on my video what I was going to do. And that night I sat down with a pen and I started trying to figure it out. So basically what I did was go through and write down on the top of the week the dates that we would be doing each lesson. And I marked up here with these tassels, which these are from Dollar Tree. How cute are they? I marked Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. Unfortunately, this program looks like it was intended to be started pretty much on Labor Day. Because if you started on Labor Day, you go through the whole Old Testament, you'd have Jesus being born, go through the whole new, on Christmas, it would actually fall right at Christmas time. go through the whole New Testament, and then have Easter line up perfectly. So unfortunately, because we start earlier, it's not gonna line up as perfectly for us. We're gonna get through the Old Testament and most of the New Testament before we work in Christmas. And then, so basically, we're gonna talk about Jesus, and then Jesus is gonna be born. And then the Easter is pretty much one of our last lessons. So we're gonna be talking about the death of Jesus before he actually dies or is resurrected. We're gonna be talking about all of that through the Gospels before we actually get to it actually happening. So that kind of stinks to me, and honestly, it has made me reevaluate using this curriculum in the future, because we do always intend to start at this time of year, so this will always not line up. But for this year, what we are doing is just moving the holiday units to their appropriate week, and I went through and lined all of that out. You see, so you can see like here, I marked that this is all Christmas, and it fell not in the right place. It's gonna take some figuring, because even looking back at my notes now, I'm confusing myself. So yeah, this is all gonna take some working out and working through. But hopefully we can at least make it work for this year, since I did buy it. Next year, I am looking for, if anybody has any suggestions, I'm looking for a curriculum that goes more straight through the Bible over a course of years. So that's not imperative that holidays line up, and I can just add in, you know, holiday stories where I want to. So if anybody has a suggestion for a curriculum that is like that, please comment down below and let me know, because I hate this about Abeka, and I hated this last year with Abeka, was trying to rearrange the holidays. And last year it was just with the arts and crafts. This year, adding in Bible, I'm having to do the same thing, and it's just, it messes with my brain when the schedule's not right. So yeah, someone comment down below and let me know if you know a Bible curriculum that goes straight through consecutively. We have been looking at Answers in Genesis Bible curriculum, homeschool Bible curriculum, but being so new, I can't find any reviews of it. So if you've used it, comment down below and let me know. Other than that, we have enjoyed this Bible curriculum. We will be changing every Monday. You review what you learned the last week. And the way I had been doing that is reading the stories, reading these just like we had read the week prior. This week I decided to change that up, because that takes a long time to read 2 whole lessons out of there for a review. Just takes a long time. So Monday morning's Bible was just getting out of hand for me. So what I decided to do this week, and this is starting today, well, starting today, we decided to start reading the same stories out of our children's Bible. I've already marked off where we'll be reading today. So we're just gonna read the corresponding stories out of here instead of rereading the entire lesson. They are shorter in here, but this has also made me realize how much Abeka kind of skipped. Because we're doing, obviously, the story of, we're in Genesis still, and we're doing Isaac's birth and Isaac getting married. But it totally skipped like Sodom and Gomorrah, totally skipped Abraham almost having to sacrifice Isaac. So I kind of don't like that it's skipping kind of important information to me. So yeah, but we will be reading the lesson today out of this, and this is what we will do every Monday, is just be rereading the stories that we read during the week, but rereading them in here. All right, so that is the biggest change we have made, is pretty much just using the Bible instead of rereading the lessons on Monday. We have added a few things. What I'm going to talk about is handwriting. So we've been doing the good and the beautiful, doodles and pre-writing for littles. Sorry, I couldn't find the title. And I apologize if you hear my daughter. She's being kind of obnoxious this morning. But we did doodles and pre-writing for littles. We started this at the beginning of the school year. And if you want to see a video on this, let me know. But when I sat down to kind of plan this out, I realized that we're going to be done with this like less than halfway through the year, or a little over halfway through the year. There's like 100 pages, and we're doing about a page a day. So that'll only last us, I mean, there's 180 days in a school year, and there's 100 lessons. So there's 80 days left that weren't covered in here. So something that we decided to do was go ahead and get the kindergarten one. So this is handwriting level K, and start this when we are done with the pre-writing. So there is a second pre-writing book, which I'm not gonna lie, didn't exist when I bought this one, or else I would have bought both. But since we are doing Abeka's Preschool, they do start doing letter formation in their 3-year-old program. So I was looking through this one because we had ordered it, and I debated like, okay, should I put this off to kindergarten, or should we order the next one of these that just came out, or should we just move straight into this? And looking at this and looking at our Abeka curriculum, I think we're gonna move straight into this mid-year. So this is more letter formation, like actual manuscript letter writing. So it actually just looks like this, which when I look at our Abeka curriculum, this is the exact same thing we are doing by the time we get to that. She's actually already forming some letters in Abeka. She's already writing A's and B's in Abeka. So I feel like this will be perfectly fine for her. By the time we get to that point in the year, she should be able to do this perfectly fine. So we did plan on adding that. We've now planned on adding that in once we finish with the pre-writing. Something else that we added in is phonics. So Abeka starts phonics in the 3rd week of this program. So we started it 2 weeks ago. And something that I decided to add in is I bought these Animal Alphabet Friends CD. I don't know why I didn't buy this originally. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't grab this originally when I bought our 3-year-old curriculum. Honestly, I probably thought it was silly because we didn't have a CD player. But we had to buy a CD player for our Bible curriculum, so now we have one, so I figured we might as well use this. So I bought it the other day. If you are ordering from Abeka currently, they are really slow on their shipping right now because some people are getting ready to start school, and I guess a lot of people wait till the last minute to order. Because this took about 2 weeks to get to me, which is insane. But yeah, it has a song for each letter of the alphabet saying the sound that that letter makes. The songs are in the teacher's guide and you can sing them yourself, but I was having the issue where it says this is sung to the tune of whatever. And I was like, I don't know the tune of that song. I don't remember the tune of that song. Like the first one I think was to the tune of Frere Jacques. I'm like, I don't remember how that goes. Especially once you start changing the words. Like it gets, like I can sing Frere Jacques, but you start changing the words and I'm like I have to think about it, you know? So it's all recorded, every letter. So I recommend grabbing this if you're doing a 3-year-old curriculum. Trust me, it's helpful. So we grabbed that. We have not actually we used the B song for a review the other day, but we have not used one to introduce a letter yet because it did take so long to get here. So we'll be introducing C next week, and I'm excited to use this. This week is a review week, if you're wondering why I'm saying everything's next week. Every couple of weeks in Abeka is a review. So this week we were reviewing A and B. So we'll play A and B in here, but yeah. Something else that we added, all right, additions to our curriculum. We added, from Confessions of a Homeschooler, we added the My Preschool Daily Learning Notebook. So I didn't print out all of this because it was kind of a lot, but I did print out the calendar pages so she can learn to fill out the calendar and write the numbers, graph the weather. And I did print out also, let me find it, the number words, so she can write the number words each day. And I printed out the what day is it part, so she can fill out, trace the word Wednesday, fill in the circle for what day of the week it is, write the day of the week, write what yesterday was, write what tomorrow is, yada, yada, yada. So I printed that out, and I also printed out the page with what time is it, what clothes would you wear today, and what is the temperature like. So I feel like this is just really good, almost circle time type of preschool stuff. I'm printing it out monthly, so I didn't print out enough for the entire year, but I have enough for the month of August. And basically what I did was took out the pages we're gonna do in August and added them all in a folder. So each day we'll just open this up and flip through and do the right page. This is for this week. Yeah, so I added that because I realized, and my husband realized, that she doesn't know the days of the week. She doesn't know the months. She doesn't know the calendar. So we figured we should start working on that. I do know kindergarten math, we'll cover that next year, but we decided we wanted to cover it a little bit this year. So we added that in. I think that's about all we've changed or added this year, was change the Bible, added the morning routine type of stuff, and added another handwriting because we realized we're gonna be done with that. What we plan on doing in the future, we do plan on doing more mini units. If you want to see a whole video on the Campfire mini units we plan on doing, comment down below and I will make a video of like sharing our mini unit schedule. But I think the next one we're gonna do is Through the Eyes of a Veterinarian, which we'll be doing in September, that I am so excited for. So yeah, we definitely plan on doing more mini units throughout the year. My goal is to progressively make our day longer. So I know that sounds wicked counterintuitive, like preschool's wicked short on purpose. And right now our curriculum takes about 45 minutes to an hour. Adding in this morning stuff might take another 10 minutes. And that's all I really plan on adding in for now. But starting in third quarter of the year, I plan on adding in some more like virtues and manners type of stuff. So that will add in maybe another 15 minutes. And the reason I'm doing this and slowly extending the day is so that next year isn't a shock. Because next year we are going straight into kindergarten. We are skipping K4. We are just starting kindergarten. She will be 4.5 by the time we start. But I just don't want the longer day, because it is going to be a little bit longer, I'm going to guarantee it, to be a shock to her. So I'm going to just slowly increase the time. And then next year we're starting off light and then slowly increasing the subjects. So that's my plan, and that's why you'll see that I'm slowly adding things over the course of the year. The big thing I'm excited to add is the children's book of virtues that we will be adding third quarter. And I want to find some stuff on maybe like Pinterest, some free printables about manners and like, I don't know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I will not be doing this every month. I just knew we had a good bit of change this month. Good bit got done, good bit that we added. So I decided to go ahead and share, but I won't be doing this every month. If you want to see these quarterly, comment down below and let me know. If not, I'll probably just do a year-end review at the end of the school year. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so that you see my new content every Tuesday and Friday. Hit the bell button so that you get notified whenever I have a new video. I will say my videos are going to be sporadic for the next couple of weeks. My husband is having surgery and I didn't have time to pre-film, basically. Like, it kind of was much faster than we expected it to be. So I don't know how much I'll be able to film with him home and how much, you know, care he's going to be needing and that kind of stuff. So we will be kind of hit or miss here for the next couple of weeks. But I'm going to try to get some pre-filming done, so hopefully I won't miss too many videos. But if you hit that bell button, you will know every time I upload, which I'm still going to aim for Tuesdays and Fridays, but we'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one on Friday. Bye, guys.